James Lennis. Welcome to the tasting table. This fantastic Brut Rosé is next. This is from Domaine Carneros. This is 2018 vintage Brut Rosé. Stay tuned to give my thoughts and perspectives on this fantastic, beautiful rosé sparkling wine from the Carneros district here in California. Stay tuned. Before I get started, please give a like and subscribe to this channel. This is a lovely expression of Carneros. Carneros fruit, and this is a wine producer that is really at the top of my list. It's actually my #1 favorite wine producer in all the New World for sparkling wines. Completely sophisticated, comfortable in its own skin, and just lyrical and dynamical wines. So here we go with this wine. I love the presentation, obviously, and very traditional packaging in my opinion, but a classic. I love this clear glass so you can see the contents inside. And I'm reminded about rosé colorization. It is something that's difficult to do. Even, here we are in 2022. It's something that takes a lot of effort and experience to get it right and to get that beautiful colorization to last. Now, I'm reminded about that when I got a sample of rosé this week and the color was fading. It was a recent vintage. And to me, it showed a lack of capability of that particular producer to maintain the rosé colorization, and one where I was really completely surprised and taken aback a bit. Now, Taittinger is a fantastic sterling producer. They do produce vintage wines, but not every year. Just compare and contrast that with Domaine Carneros, which produces a sparkling wine, vintage wine every single year. And so it speaks about the weather and that this band of growth in the Carneros is reliable for producing vintage wines every single year in a compelling region, one that I'm completely in love with. Now, I definitely love other parts of Napa Valley, but to me, when I look at the southern part, Napa Valley, or Carneros rather, extends into Sonoma County, and it does so that it has a path and very close relationship to San Pablo Bay, the northern part of the San Francisco Bay. And with that comes cool temperatures, a present and a gift for the Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. So this wine is 58% Pinot Noir, 42% Chardonnay. The ABV on this is 12.8%. Now the dosage on this is 9 grams per liter, 0.9%. A good percentage of time, though I love this color, it's absolutely beautiful. I have always levitated towards a Blanc de Blanc wine, but there was just something very compelling about this particular rosé wine that I think it's one that I'm just going to keep enjoying and tasting this wine and doing so effortlessly. It is absolutely delightful, and this wine I think is very successful in this manner. So let me talk first. Always serve this in a tulip-shaped glass because you really want to be able to smell your wine. If you smell your wine, you're going to be tasting your wine. Now, there's so many flutes out there today, and I would say get rid of your flutes and do something much more expansive like this. I do have reviews on this particular wine glass. I'll place that right up here. It is my favorite silhouette, and if you go to Champagne today, this is a wine glass you'll see at every single producer, at least the silhouette, maybe not necessarily this producer. And I think it's really a harmonious glass and just a delight to taste these wines. I have friends of mine who spend hundreds of dollars and they drink and share with their partner or their family a sparkling wine, a vintage champagne almost every day. And first of all, it's amazing. I can't do that myself. But secondly, when they're tasting these wines, they're not tasting in the best vessel either. I've encouraged, I do think they're definitely at that income level, right, that they can make that purchase themselves. So I don't present them with a wine glass like this. I encourage them to buy these tulip-shaped glasses to enjoy these wines at its optimum peak capability. And if you can afford vintage champagne every day, you can certainly afford flutes like this or tulip-shaped glasses like this. Here we go. Now, the nose is just so absolutely dazzling, and one where sometimes I get on many a rosé more of a mountain strawberry, so a little more, I would say, a savory tone versus fruit tone. But this is giving fresh field strawberry characterization, earthen notes, freshly roasted and deshelled pine nuts, as well as biscuit. And next, the palate characterization. Sophisticated, harmonious, lyrical, superbly creamy palate. It's a wine that I would even say that is not only filled with finesse, but it has a sense of confidence, and one that I would obviously attribute to the winemaker and the dazzling, amazing fruit in this wine. But it's also just the way that this wine presents itself that I think is uniquely different and not all rosé sparkling wines are going to, I think, present quite this way. You know, I don't think all rosé sparkling wines are going to come across this way. And this is one that's completely bold and sophisticated, nuanced, so many different ways to describe this wine. And so I'm going to talk about this in terms of its characterization of fresh strawberries, cut seashells, and pink florals. And again, that biscuit note comes through. Delight and excellence on execution of this wine. So this is 95 points out of 100 points. Seek this wine out. It is $48 a bottle from the producer. Now, if you want to try this wine, you don't find it in your marketplace, reach out to DomaineCarneros.com from states that receive wines from California. It is worth the experience, especially in your Q4. Enjoy your sparkling wines. Enjoy my favorite New World sparkling wine producer. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. Santé.